Hello and welcome to King's College London. Today I have Waqar, the president of King's College Pakistani Society with me. So Waqar, can you just tell us a bit about the event you organised today?
So today we were fortunate enough to have the British Pakistani Foundation come here and deliver some keynote speeches regarding the brand Pakistan. So they were talking about how we can strengthen the brand of Pakistan through arts and culture.
We wanted to share some of our story and share the kind of ethos of what is BPF, and Saad's kind of alluded to how BPF came together. And what he's also mentioned, which is key to today, is we don't have a brand. And when I say brand, I don't mean Pakistan as a country. We don't have a brand as a community. We're not collaborative, we're divisive, we sit in our silos. We somehow, because of the way we're portrayed in the media, sit away or sit on the fence on how we should manage or how we should engage with our community or who we are. And my message is, if you don't engage with who you are or your identity, someone else will define it for you, and it's not always going to be positive. So in the face of the challenges we have many. We have many challenges in the British Pakistani community, and we certainly have a range of challenges back home. And I say back home because like Saad, I grew up in Lahore and London, so I've got very much a split identity. I'm not quite British Pakistani. I'm not quite an expat Pakistani. So I'm a hybrid of both. So I also understand equally the issues and mentality and the nuances of both communities. What we do at BPF is, to an extent, bring the needs, match the needs and the opportunities of both those groups together. So we engage the third sector in Pakistan with the diaspora communities here. So health, education, livelihoods. So similarly, apart from my day job, when I came across, I had a conversation with a group of friends back in the winter of 2010. I can't remember specifically what had happened in the media, but practically every day I opened a newspaper or listened to the radio, there was something about Pakistan. There was something about Pakistanis, and it wasn't nice. And I was just weary. I thought, come on guys, seriously? We're getting bombarded, and we're able to somehow process this, but it still hurts at some level. So a group of us thought, look, why don't we just do something alternative? We all have day jobs. My background's government, and a couple of friends who are lawyers, bankers, etc. said, right, Sonia, you write a play, we'll do the acting, we'll put it on for our community, get the community together, G them up, and do something fun and funky just to take our minds off this. I said, okay, fine. But people might just laugh at us. They might just say, what the hell are you guys doing? It's a joke. So anyway, we got on with it. Within 2 months, from writing a play to producing it, casting, we put on a production. And we called ourselves Laddu Production. Just as a laugh. And we thought we'd do this as a one-off. We'd raise money for SOS Villages, which is a charity in Pakistan, and we just kind of have it as a bit of a lark. We put it on in a hall in Surrey. 220 people came. Ticketed event, they had no idea what we were putting on. All they knew is a bunch of Pakistanis had got together, they were going to do something for the community, and it's to raise funds for a charity. They didn't care about anything else. We were blown away. We had a packed house. We had to turn people away. And it was a play called Chaya Rishtas. It was a comedy. It was a family story. And people went crazy. The charity we were fundraising for said you have to take it to the West End. 3 months later we did. 2 packed nights again. Another Pakistanis, but from North London, Central London, etc. I'm from Surrey, so that's where we did the first one. And then we realized, hang on a second, we're not the only ones feeling this. People like yourselves, your mums, your dads, your cousins, your aunts and uncles were like, we want more of our people to stand up and whatever it is, whatever expression you choose to run with, in your own capacity, in your own day job, whatever that is, to give something back to brand Pakistan.
I believe that by working hard and by doing the things that one loves and doing them well, I would rather that this or Sanya or Saad are the people that one thinks of when they think of Pakistanis. And I think what Sanya said just now is that I know it may seem very daunting to hear that the future of brand Pakistan is on your shoulders, but it is. It's on your shoulders, it's on the shoulders of our children. And that is why it's so important to be not just aware, but to be proactive in when you claim that you are of Pakistani heritage. If you do plan it and you do make those steps towards the goals that you want to achieve, they are so much more achievable, and they're so much more achievable and quicker to achieve if you've made those steps. Because when I was at Tatler, I was at Tatler magazine for 10 years and I was managing editor there. I interviewed probably about 12 interns a week, and every one of them would sit on the chair. We used to call it the chair of, like the chair. And they would sit on it, and I'd say, so what do you want to be? And every single one of them would start by saying, I want to be a writer. And then I would say, what have you written? And then their face would assume, like digital clock and a blackout, completely blank. I was like, what have you written? Do you write short stories? I don't mean like, are you published and have you got a column in The Guardian? No. Do you write? People who are writers and say, I'm a writer, well, you are a writer. It's not a job for you. People who are writers have to write, otherwise they go insane. Look at this one. I know what her plate looks like. No, I know what her plate looks like, and it's to the brim, but the woman is writing another play because she can't stop herself from doing it. When it's in you, that desire to be what you are or to achieve those things, it's already in you. So I would say the first thing is go deep, find out what it is that excites you. I tell you this, I have been working for 20 odd years. I have never felt like I had a job. You admire him.
Yes.
You'd like to find out. Is it from the political point of view or because you like sport or no?
Political point of view.
Political point of view.
I remember the nights too well.
Yeah. No, I've been all together. Yeah. Let's take a moment. Okay. All right. So if you had a chance to talk to him, what would your questions be about?
His future vision of Pakistan. I saw him.
But as relating to you and what you want to achieve.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Okay.
I went to Oxford a couple of weeks ago, and he was there, and he was addressing that sort of issue. So talking about leadership and what you want to be. So it was the Pakistan Leadership Conference in Oxford.
Yeah.
So he was giving his conversation, his talk around what your goals are and how to achieve them. So it was based around that. And he was talking about his experiences and how he got there, where he wants to be, and you can just relate.
And what were the things that you got out of hearing how he had managed to achieve those goals?
Just perseverance.
Exactly. So
planning, as you said.
Yeah, having the goal in front of you, and I'm not going to underplay. It is hard work. There's nothing that you get without hard work, honestly. If you think, unless you're a Kardashian, I don't know. And actually, to give those chicas credit, they do work bloody hard, actually. So I'm just saying to you, like, the things that you want, you will have to work hard for. But it makes them all the more worthwhile when you achieve them. And I truly believe that. I think if you set out in life from a place of yes, my whole philosophy, if you like, is that if I'm getting a no, I'm talking to the wrong person. Someone is going to say yes to me along the way. I will find them. If I'm talking to you and you're saying no, well, that's fine. Move out the way, because I will find the guy who is going to say yes, and I will get him to say yes to me, and I will get what it is that I need to get to the next step that I need to get to it. I think that this is something, and I don't know if perhaps it's more of an American thing. I think a very British thing is to always be like, oh, well, I don't think that's going to happen. That sounds like a really good idea, but I don't think it's going to happen. Why not? I think the moment you say, I don't, that whole sort of, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I don't think the Almighty is waiting to hear my plans. I think he's got a lot more on his plate, than me. But I do believe that if you think you can achieve what it is that you want to achieve, you will achieve it.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name's Itisham. I'm studying philosophy, second year at King's. So just talking about the event, yeah, it was very good. It was good to have a positive perspective of Pakistan, giving people who have done it. So there's quite a few students who are in the lecture hall tonight, who I'm sure took away a lot from it. Just giving the perspective of it can be done. We are Pakistani. There is a negative image of Pakistan in this country, but that shouldn't hold you back. That's what they were emphasizing. Persevering, giving methods as to how you can achieve the goal, so planning to achieve it. That was basically what it was about, and it was really inspiring. As you can see, everybody's mingling around with the speakers now, trying to get good feedback, trying to get their perspective a bit more from where they're coming from, so they can achieve. So I think it was really good on that basis.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Qasim. I study at King's. I'm a first year student. What I really enjoyed about this talk today is that although it's by successful Pakistanis and they're showing that you can do it, because often in Pakistan we see or even within our communities, you see a very narrow brand of what people have done with their lives. And so it's great to see people who've made it at such a great sphere, people like Alia and Sanya. And the other thing is, I loved how refreshing it was in terms of they're very honest about the image of Pakistan and the problems Pakistanis and Pakistanis have in the UK. And so I think if we lie about these things, we're never going to get anywhere. So it's important that we tackle these things head on. And they give really good feedback and inspirational words about how we can do that all together as a community, using our unity, using our voice to really promote Pakistan the way it should be done.